All right. Guss
Yes,
House.
yeah.
What's up, brother?
Hey,
Man, thank you for coming
chilling, man.
down.
Yeah,
This is the prison experience.
yep, yep.
So I'm just gonna jump right into this. First question is, where did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in New York,
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn. I'm
In
from
Brooklyn?
from Bedford Stuyvesant.
Okay.
But like I always was back and forth from Bedford Stuyvesant to Queens and all that. Like, cause my pops stayed in Queens, my grandma's and them. So I always like those two boroughs was the ones. But yeah, I'm from the city.
Is that who raised you, your dad and your grandma?
Yeah.
Was your
Yeah,
mom
and
around?
my mom was around and stuff
Okay.
too, but I like they wasn't together.
Mm-hmm.
They were divorced, so I always went back and forth. Every weekend my father and them would come and get me. I would go out. We used to come out here to the Poconos all the time. Like, so I did like good stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, what was it like growing up in New York, Brooklyn? Between Brooklyn and
Well, it was fun in the '90s. It was fun. Like it always was like an adventure. You always could do something. That in the city, it's always something to do. Like
right.
it's so many different boroughs you can go to and places you can go in Brooklyn. There's still places in Brooklyn I ain't even going there. I'm from there.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So there's always something to do. But like as I start getting older, like probably like in the early say 2005, 4, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when everybody really started to like start going to different states, Connecticut, and you know what I'm saying, trying to
Moving
step
around.
out. Yeah, trying to find a way to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, yeah, and it
That's
was
basically how
because it was
was.
dangerous in the '90s too, though. That's when you grew up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was like
in the '90s.
right. So, that's crazy. So, all right, so
Yeah.
you come out here. So now, did you get in
I
any
came
trouble?
out here when I was like 22
Okay.
when I first came out here.
So
all the rest of that time I was in New York.
Okay. Oh, so you were born, raised, everything.
Yeah. I came out here when I was 22.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what brought you out this way? So this is like northeastern Pennsylvania.
Well, one of my buddies was out here.
Okay.
He kept coming back to New York, money in his pockets, and he kept giving me money all the time. Like he was just always giving me money. And I would have money, and he would be like, nah, yo, bro, just take it. Jewelry and everything, yo, take it, get your kids. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
right.
He was scaring me. Like, I was selling like little bullshit weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's coming with like hundreds and shit. So I'm like, yo,
right,
bro. Like, I'm start thinking he was like robbing banks or something. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, nah, man, I'm in Scranton. Scranton.
Right.
What's that, bro? Like, you're like, nah, it's a town out there. I'm telling you, you can come out there, bro. Like, like that's like the drugs was like crazy at one point. Like around 2009, it was like it's bad with the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You can come out here and just sell drugs and like double up and all that and go back and all that. That was kind of the plan.
Right.
But as always, once people get out here and they see how Scranton is and everything, and they like, and it's a nice town. So they're like, and coming from the city is quiet. So people like silence feels good from coming from the city. Everything's so boxed in and closed in.
Right.
It was different. So a lot of people stay instead of just selling the drugs or whatever. I made my money. I made my goal or whatever. Let me go. People try to say, and this is when you get caught. Screen ain't coming for you.
Right. Because you can get it a lot cheaper drugs in New York, and then you bring it down to these smaller towns throughout the country
and
almost.
Break it up. Right. And then it's more.
Right. And it's an easy drive. It's what, 2.5 hour drive to New York City.
You can get there and get back and for dinner like this.
Right.
Seriously.
And it's safer. There's a lot less competition, so it just makes sense to migrate. So what kind of things, when you got out here, were you out here for a while before you had gotten arrested? Or
no, this is how he got me out here. He's like, man, just come in. They got a nice little bars and stuff. I'm gonna take you to the bar. You're gonna see how it is. I said, all right, because I'm like, I don't want to come out that I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I just come to party then. You know what I'm saying? It's colleges up there, the girls or whatever. I'm like, all right. I came. We went out, party. I forgot what club we went to. It was one that was down by the Radisson right there.
Oh, across the street from the Radisson?
No, not the Radisson. The Hilton.
I can't think
It
of
was
which one that
it was
is.
called the
Yeah.
Coliseum or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah, I remember that
It
one.
was
Yeah.
the Coliseum.
Mhm.
Like that that was
Right.
my spot.
So you came out, started partying.
Party. I seen the scene and
Yeah.
everything, and then my boy was like, "Yo." It was like the next day, and it was like probably like 11 o'clock. You know, we just waking up, hangover. And he like, "Yo, I need you to come with me somewhere." I came with him, drive. He went to go meet somebody, come back. He got $1,000
Just like that.
in his hand. It's like 11 o'clock. Like it ain't even 12
Right.
o'clock yet. So I'm like, "Yo, Jim, that's it?"
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's it. That's what I've been out here doing, bro. He was like, that was just for the morning. He's like, watch during the day.
Right.
7, 8 grand a day, like in Scranton.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs.
That's crazy.
Like that shit was crazy,
Right.
for real. Like,
so when you see that, when you come, you said you were just flipping weed up in New York.
in New York, yeah, I was
Right.
cool with that. Like,
Right.
you know, it was slow money. I was safe. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
right.
everybody smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
all my peoples I was dealing with was safe. You know what I'm saying? Like no
Right.
harm to me or them. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have
like,
crackheads showing up in the middle of the night.
No,
Right,
none of
right,
that. You
right.
call me, I come through, deliver to you.
Right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I was good.
Right.
But now once you change that,
That's start seeing some other real money.
yeah,
Right.
now it's different.
Right.
Like
Right.
now the game changed now. Like now you really got to be on it now.
Damn. So can you say like what kind of drugs were, because I know this area got really bad with like heroin and
The
opiates and stuff.
heroin was really bad. The
Yeah.
heroin was bad, and the crack was too.
Right.
Like the
Right.
crack, the cocaine was like bad.
All the partiers getting it. Yeah. The colleges.
Bad because they're the ones that's gonna keep calling, like, and then like you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
that's
They're the ones that show up in the middle of the night.
yeah, like they want it and they would keep calling, like you know what I'm saying, like
Right. Right.
but
Right.
the heroin users, they pretty much just do whatever they do, and then
They're easier to deal with.
because
Yeah.
they can buy more and then go somewhere and just chill for a while.
Right. Now, when you see, because you had smoked weed and stuff, right? Now, but did you ever try doing any of these harder drugs, or were you just straight? Was it like a business thing?
Yeah, I never tried none of that shit.
Right, right. So you
I
just
tried Molly before though.
Okay, right. Out at the club or something.
Yeah, ecstasy and shit. Like
yeah,
that.
that's different, right?
Yeah.
But heroin and crack, you weren't about
never,
that.
none of that.
Right. So
even shrooms was my shit too.
Oh yeah,
Shrooms
mushrooms.
was my shit.
Yeah,
that was my shit.
Right. Well, and they're even saying that's becoming medicinal now. So
I know.
That's
I miss him.
Yeah,
my boy Monty. I miss him. That's my boy.
Oh, Monty. Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's chilling too.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
But yeah, that's basically how I really got out here though. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen that and then I was like, yo, it's that easy. And then I told my man, like, I was like, yo, bro, like, if I come out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be with you and shit. Like, I'm with you and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I end up being with like some of the wrong people out here, you know what I'm saying? That was already into a lot. Because there's a lot of people out here that be like snitching and stuff like that and giving people up like for their own, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want to do. You did the crime, you should do your time. You know what I'm saying? Like do your shit and then damn, I could curse, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
I don't want
to. So that's a little different. I mean, I'm sure there's informants in New York, but out here there's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad out here.
So you don't know who you're dealing with. It's a lot of the time it's somebody that could be what you think is a good friend of yours. Yeah. And he's the whole time.
So now it's like you gotta kind of weed it out. Can you find it? Like, so it's crazy. You never know who. Like,
right.
And then there's so many people in Scranton because when I first got arrested out here. That was back in 2010. That was for the drug possession. You know what I'm saying? Like when that happened after that, like they were just like when I came home, they knew like him, like yeah, drugs. Like yeah, I'm working and everything. I'm chilling. I'm not even doing nothing. But just because of that, now like anytime they see you, my name or something, like you know what I'm saying, you might have drugs on them or something. Might be going on, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why everything got to be legit now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now, right.
Yeah, because stuff like that can happen because of my record, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So how many times do you think you got arrested for that over the years?
What, like for selling drugs?
I mean, is that the only
one time? Now, only that one time. And then after that, like, see with me, this is what really happened with me. This is how the system out here got me. I got arrested that time. In 2010 I caught me with 7 bags. I think I had one cell to like a CI or something like.
I gotcha.
And just one cell.
A
and
CI
then,
for people listening is a confidential informant.
Yeah,
so you got set up.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Like,
Gotcha.
they was giving him something or whatever.
Working for the police.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So one cell to him, and I had 7 bags of heroin, like tucked in like my drawers, stuffed in my drawers and all. So when they got me, I got locked up for something. Like, in New York, they would have seen that and they would have been like, oh, 7 bags or what. I would have told them like, yeah, I used or whatever. I would have told them I used. Even though I don't use, yeah, I use.
Right. That would have been it. Right.
Yeah.
Because
I probably would have got a little slap on the wrist or something to Rikers Island for 7 days or something like that. Out here, they like, nah, like, we know you was around those people that was selling drugs.
Right.
So we know you was selling drugs. You just got caught for that one in those 7 bags, but they wound up giving me a 5-year sentence just for that.
Really?
7 bags of heroin in one cell.
Right. And it was the one cell that really is where
just one cell.
Right.
But it was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't like I made like $1 million or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just had 7 bags.
And that was a 5-year sentence because of that?
Yeah, they gave me 12 to 36 months followed by 2 years special probation.
Okay.
So that's 5 years altogether. You know what I'm saying? But they chopped it up. They just gave me probation after. So when I do the 3 years in the state and I'm done with them, I gotta go to the probation 2 years. Mm-hmm. They still got me. Like, I could have been done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in jail all this time.
Right.
Came home. I gotta be on parole. And now when I get off parole, I gotta be still on probation too. But I'm supervised by parole still. My same PO or whoever, but I'm on probation. I still got a hold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wound up catching the case after I was finished my state sentence, and then now
while on special probation.
Yeah, and any violation or anything like that, like, they resentence you
from your original charge.
Yeah, and giving you a whole nother state sentence.
Right. So this special probation is not
that shit is
it's not known throughout the country. It's really only around here.
Out here in New York, my cousins and everybody like, what? Like, bro, you got to get out of there. Come back to New York. What are you doing?
Right.
You playing out there and they like getting you, bro. Like, you getting all this time and all this shit. Like, because that's the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. Like, out here, that's the whole. That's how they get you. Once you in the system and they get you like that, it's hard after that.
So you get arrested again while on special probation, and that gets wrapped up with your original charge where so you have to basically it's basically
you gotta fight a new charge and you gotta fight that
in the old charge. So it's in a way it's
and then now when you get time for the new case, then their special probation is gonna hit you too, and then they're gonna give you everything at one time.
So what did these send? Well, what did you get arrested for the second time when you were on special probation?
I just got arrested. I got caught with a firearm in a car.
Okay.
Right?
So what did you end up getting sentenced for that plus the special probation?
I got 12 to 36 months for that.
Okay, so like
it was only a 1 and 3 for that.
Okay.
For the firearm. But the probation gave me 10 months or something like that. No, I think 24 months on top of it.
Wow.
So they put everything together and gave me
like a 5-year sentence.
Yeah, they gave me 22 to 60 months.
Wow.
Followed by 2 years special probation. So that's really like 7.
Again?
Yeah.
Really?
Every time.
Wow.
Every time. I got 4 state numbers, man.
So
every time I get off, the special probation hit me again and give me a new and all over again.
Wow. So it's like you're saying, it's like once you're in that web, you enter that justice system, you can't get out.
But luckily I still was young, you know what I'm saying? So I went through all of that, and I was, you know how I was when I was in there.
Yeah.
I mind my business, I work out.
Right.
Stay with my buddies or whatever, my little brother, because I'm blood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how I do with them.
Yeah.
I try to keep them out the way and show them something different, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I own a couple properties out here too.
Do you?
Yeah, I own 2 houses.
Wow, good for you, man.
On the west side.
Wow, so you rent them out, or?
One I rent out and one I live in.
Wow.
Me and my mom.
Good for you, man.
So my mom is up here now from New York. She's in there. She cook chicken at night too.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
It's going down.
Yeah. That's
But my
awesome.
mom is in the house and all that too.
So you're
Right now,
helping
from
take
New
care of her and stuff like that. And
Yeah, it's a fact. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Trying to do something for my family. You know what I'm saying? When I did have a little couple dollars, I did that. And both of my houses is right next door. So, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
good.
I'm there with my mom. You know what I'm saying? I originally bought the house for me and my mom, but my
Mhm.
mom like, no, like I'll just stay with you, rent the other one out and make some money, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
it could
right.
run and help the bills and stuff. So
Wow.
that's what we've been doing. So, you
Good
know,
for you, man.
but then me getting in trouble and stuff like that, like that's what kept me, because my mom like, no, like you got something. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like,
Right.
don't just blow it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So she was always
getting arrested. Yeah. My
always
mom
there
was
for you.
always,
Right.
always helping me and stuff.
Yeah, it's good to have family. Even after you make mistakes, they're still there for you, and good, the good family members at least.
Yeah.
So right. So now you were on, when you got arrested this last time, you were on the housing unit that I worked every day, right? That was in what was that, in Golf unit, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you were up in that corner cell up there.
Yep.
So what was your experience like in those couple of years that you were in Lackawanna County Prison?
Man, on it crazy.
Yeah.
I was in dorms, everything,
Mhm.
man. Like, I done been through everything in there, man.
Yeah, the dorms have 16 people living in one cell.
One cell.
Right.
People farting.
Right.
Sleep, you know who the farters is. You be like, yo, man, not tonight, man.
Right.
People
People snoring.
Yeah. You would hear somebody going in a bucket 2 a.m. You like, what's that? That's somebody getting snacks out their bucket, eating snacks at night. Like, it's crazy in there.
Right. 16 people. And it's a small cell. It's not much bigger than this room we're in.
Yeah, but pretty much once you get in your cell and you start learning everybody that's in there, like it's like a group home or something. It's like when you went to camp when you was younger. You know what I mean? That's how it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the room with the boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all just in here chilling.
In there together, going
joking sometimes.
Right. Now, I know some funny stuff.
We had wrestling nights and everything. Like, yo, Friday night, like, yo, we're like wrestling. Like, I got like 10 honey buns on my boy. Like, who you got? Like,
right.
No, we used to do that shit.
Yeah,
like,
right in the
we used
cell.
to call it Friday fight night.
Yeah. That's awesome. And people would be gambling on who's going to win and stuff.
With food, the commissary.
Right. Because the food, like the soups and stuff, is like it's like a currency. Right.
Food like this, like I got 10 honey buns right now.
Yeah,
like
on this guy, right?
Yeah. That used to be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a thing that I heard. I don't know if you've ever seen this, where it's like they'll squeak another inmate, and that's basically means where they'll sneak up. Somebody will sneak up behind them and they'll pull their pants down.
Oh no, they call that shit rat tailing.
Oh, okay, rat tailing. Okay, that's another one.
Cause they because you remember the towels was brown.
Yeah, and they'd be
so they'd spin it to the end and then tie it, and then it looked like a rat tail.
Right, and then just smack each other.
No, they'd just tie you to the bunk like this.
What?
Tie your hands to the bunk and pull your pants down, and then they'd be like whacking your ass and shit. With the towel, with the knot.
No shit.
Call again, rat telling. But I ain't gonna front. No, that was the white boys. They didn't play. Like when a new white boy came in, like they was rat telling. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. They rat telling your ass. We used to hear that shit, like, cause mainly they try to keep it separated, like blacks over here
in one cell.
Yeah, but know, like I know everybody. I don't care what you with. Like, I'm with everybody. Like, yeah. So we was always good, but we would hear them next door, like. It's going.
Hear the slapping.
Yeah, like we used to be like, oh shit, they rat them. They got somebody must have came in.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, and it's in those units, the minimums, it's mostly white people and younger kids too. 19, 20 years old, and yeah, they do some wild stuff. No, the squeaking thing this is what I heard this is different though. Another prank I guess they'll do on people is once they pull their pants down, they grab them by the ankles and they pull them across the floor, and they say their butt is squeaking across the floor, so you get squeaked. I'm sure you see that.
They do crazy shit, bro.
Yeah. There's some wild because in there too, you've got guys that are homeless. You've got guys. Shit. You've got a wide variety of individuals.
Man, you see the craziest shit happens in jail, man.
Yeah.
Like, and the only thing that's crazy about that, like, you gotta, like, if your mind is not mentally prepared for that, like, jail will fuck you up bad.
Right.
It really would, like, seriously, like. Thank God I ain't me with all the going in and coming out and stuff like that. Like I always had a strong mind, you know what I'm saying? Like I kept my mind away and out, you know what I'm saying? I had family and girls and stuff who I could talk to. So I always had something on the outside that could connect me still, like, and I was cool, whether it was the phone or whatever.
Right.
But I always had that. Some people don't have that. You just like in jail. Like, you know, sometimes it used to be people that come to jail when it start getting cold because they ain't got nowhere to go.
Right.
They just walking around.
Exactly. It's a lot of, there's homeless people that will
smoking that spice shit.
Yeah. They'd be up for probation or parole and they'd be doing things to stay in jail because it would be too cold, and it would be mind blowing to see. And like you're saying, a lot of guys don't have family and they'll be in there, and yeah, I've seen guys crack, and it's sad to see, but if you've got some kind of support and you've got a strong mind, you know, you'll be okay.
And then it's the people who you meet and who you be with in there.
Yeah.
Like you can't associate yourself around everybody. Like some people don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there's some weirdos in there too.
Like some people don't know what to do. It's just some people, they never got locked up before. And you know, it's just people that's in it. It's like, bro, like, we're going to go to court. This is what's going to happen. Like, stop telling everybody your business.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to like be like the jailhouse coach almost, like, bro, just
right. It's gonna be okay.
It's cool, bro. Just chill, man. Like, don't you slamming the phones and shit. Like, you're gonna upset other people. Like, what are you doing? Like,
so now I know the food isn't very good in there. So no, right? Yeah, I mean, jail food is it's never gonna be. At least
upstate, you got like a little bit better variety that you can pick from, like better more quality. Shit. Yeah, like
the county level.
County, that shit is bad.
Bare minimum. So probably
one soup is
worth a tray, or
no, one soup is like 80 cents.
Yeah, right.
One
ramen noodle soup.
Yes.
Right. So they have a commissary where they can order groceries basically, and so a soup at the store, what is that, like 10 cents maybe? 20 cents?
24 cents.
24. So they're selling it to the inmates
for
80 cents. Yeah, 70, 80 cents. And so, you know, Snickers bar is probably like what, $2, $2. You know, they
bad little sausages like this. Yeah. Like this little for $2.
Prices are through the roof. And
summer sausages.
Right.
Like that big.
So you would make like Chi-Chis and stuff with all that, and like throw it all together?
Like you really only can make one with that. And it's like all together you done spent like $6-7 and all that trying to make
for a meal.
One meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just in the county is bad. It's $5 to call Scranton.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm locked up in Lackawanna County and I'm calling it like a number that's like somebody that live right across the street, and
$5
every call.
Wow. They price gouge. So would you say, what kind of like, did you have like a job while you were in there at all, or did?
Yeah, actually I worked in the education building. Like I was like the janitor. Like I went to like all the classrooms and got like the garbage and stuff like that. Almost like,
I know what you're talking about.
Maintenance.
So
stuff,
after there'd be like a class or some sort of program, right? You'd go in.
Parole building was there.
Right.
People come do their programs and stuff was that. But you know, the COVID, it was bad, so we couldn't really move around.
Mm-hmm.
So I would only go to work on certain days because the other side had to come. They kind of like separated everybody because of COVID.
Right.
So that was kind of crazy. But yeah, I had a good job when I was in there.
Right.
I was working and I was away from all the bull crap. And then like, you know, when I was in there, COVID was like there, like everything was like good at first. Like they had it like kind of like under control.
Yeah.
Then when that, what's this called? Omicron?
Yeah, the new one.
When that one came out, I was just about to go home. I'm like, yo, I done did all my time. Everything. They're going to wait like to the end. I stayed like COVID free my whole time I was in there.
Yeah.
Soon as I'm about to come home, like, I'm coming home next week. Everything's set. COVID.
When did you come home? Just this year? Or?
I came home January 7th.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I just came home the 7th.
Just getting out. Oh, yeah, like, I didn't know that.
After doing 22 months, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So you're fresh out of it. Fresh out.
They told me, yo, this is your minimum right there, and I made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did what I had to do, stayed out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what
made it through.
What was that like being in jail? And the next thing you know, you're hearing on the news that there's a pandemic. what was that transition like for you?
That was crazy. When
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be a pandemic at first, like when we was in there when COVID first hit, like we didn't, like we in jail going through that already. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're not even really like to be like COVID, hey, oh man, it's
Right.
crazy. Yeah, Chinese, we don't know what he's saying. It's coming from China. We don't know.
Right.
So we just like, all right, whatever. But the whole time, like, it's like really getting serious. And then we start like watching like CNN and shit like that. Like the older guys, we used to always be like, hell, turn to videos or something. They want to watch CNN. They want to see what's going on in the world. Like,
Right.
we put that on, you see like people start really catching it and dying. Like, so we like, yo, like that joint really getting serious. Like, then we looking like, yo, look, it just went up like last hour, like it went up like 70 something bodies, 100 bodies. So we like, yo, this drink for real. Now, we calling home. They like, yeah, like it's COVID. Like it's about to have it. It's coming. It's already here. Like it's going down. It's bad.
So that's got to be terrifying, being locked in a jail, and in a jail that's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. And there's a pandemic coming from China. You know what I mean?
And your whole family is out there.
Right.
In jail. Like this, can't do nothing.
Wow.
I got kids. I got a 16-year-old.
Right.
A 16-year-old daughter. And I got a 5-year-old. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the jail. I don't know what's going on with them. Then I got to see what's going on with my mom. So I'm just in it. So, I'm just like, oh, man. Like,
stressed.
Yeah, but it's nothing I could really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got to, like, have faith. Like, yo, I know God is going to make sure everybody good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be out there for them when this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, after this time, like, I'm there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go nowhere, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. That'd be scary. All right, so when you were on, we'll go back a little bit. The unit that I was working in, so I was there basically every day, and so any crazy stuff that would go on. I mean, no, now that's the general population.
Remember, I was on Echo at first,
right?
And then
you got moved.
Fucking those kids fucking put the shit on me.
Which one?
Remember the separation? They put the separation on me. You don't remember when Kennedy called me and I went to the room with y'all and shit?
Yeah. I was gonna bring
girl, fucking the one girl, like she wanted to be down with our blood set and shit. Like, yo, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
So I have that here. So you got brought into the classroom by a female sergeant. Mm-hmm. She's what I hear, she's a big fan of this show, so I'm sure she'll hear this. So I remember when you got interviewed by her in that classroom, and you were talking about she was asking about being a blood. So I think we found she might have found it. I forget what happened exactly, but there was paperwork in a female inmate's cell. And it had your name all over it, some blood lingo, and it was a picture of a lion. And she was basically saying she wanted to join up under you. So, yeah. So, and I was a gang intelligence officer at the time. So I go in with the interview and I watch this all go down. And, but you were an open book about the whole thing, right?
Yeah. So I don't got nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I was just trying to understand. I just didn't want the girl to feel like she was gonna be, because like with most gangs or anything like that, some people like, oh, I messed up. They're gonna get me or do something. No, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. That's why I kept telling y'all, like, yo, just tell her she's not in trouble or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like, she just wanted to be with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she drew a picture with our names on it, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to be with that gang. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She thought
she was cool though, and we actually was helping her because she used to like mess around with meth and stuff in the street.
Right.
And I used to like, yo, just come hang out with us. Like, we drink liquor and shit, weed and shit around, like the good shit. Like, none of that
the crazy stuff.
Bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And she would come hang out and be around and shit like that. So that's how, and then I wound up seeing her like, oh. And then, because like when we go to gym, like the girls will sometimes be in the other gym when we come down. So I would see them, and then she would always be sitting down there, and then have all the girls. I'd be like, who's that other girl that was sitting next to you?
Right.
And she'd be like, oh, that's my home girl. You trying to holler at her? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was cool. I just really wanted her to know that nobody was mad at her. Nobody was going to do nothing to her.
Because she thought
anything else after that was just cool.
She thought you were going to be mad because we found the paperwork, but right. She was told that you weren't mad.
Yeah.
So now when did you join the Bloods? Was that in New York?
Yeah, I joined the Bloods a long time ago.
Yeah.
Back in 2005.
Damn. So, okay. So what was that? What was that? Yeah. What was that? How did that start? Like, so you know people that are Bloods, you're already hanging out with them, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, like family. Like I was raised around like that whole scene. Like in New York, like that's what goes on. Like, you know, like gang banging and shit like that. Like that's what goes on. So I was raised around some Bloods and shit.
So did you?
But I was raised around Crips too, but
right.
It's my family. So I gravitated to that kind of more.
So like my dad was a cop, right? And your family and people I'm sure you look up to were a lot of gang members. So did you look up to that as something that it's like, well, can you explain what how did you feel about gangs growing up? Like, how did you see them?
At first, like I didn't really feel like I needed one because I was doing stuff like with people that was in the gang already. And I kind of was like, why do I need the gang if I'm doing everything that y'all doing, like I'm doing without being in the gang? So why do I need to really be in it? I didn't see like the logic of really being in it, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really know nothing about it for real. But once I started to really like get to understand like what it was about, like the brotherhood, like especially like behind the wall, when you're locked up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of brothers that like hold you down, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the people that don't got nothing, you know, like you got your bros, like we got you, you know what I'm saying? Like we got food, anything you need, we here, like, and we got to work out and get healthy and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like it was supposed to be about that, you know what I'm saying? Like once I started seeing that, I'm like, oh, all right, like I could get down with that. Like it seemed like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, but you know, like they had like the kind of fake beef with the Crips and all that. Like it never was like that. Like I never had no beef with no Crips. Like
right.
Everybody just always like kind of like respected me and I respected them. And like we just always was cool. We going to link and, you know what I'm saying? Good vibes.
Right.
Good vibe thing then.
So when you're talking to somebody who's, I guess you could say trying to talk you into joining, right? That's kind of their selling point more than anything, is that it's a brotherhood and we're going to look out for each other. And
sometimes that's just almost crazy because you have people that was like in the crew, like, yo, he's a good talker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you always meet people and like, yo, like you gotta be like part of recruitment. Like that's your job. Like, you know, to like go out there and try to like teach our shit like to the brothers or whatever. Like,
so, and I've going through cells and stuff. I've gotten paperwork where a new gang member, he just got recruited into a gang, and there are a set of rules that he'll have to memorize, and he'll have to, you know, and it reminded me a lot of when I was in the military, because there are things you have to remember, and you'll have a sergeant come out of nowhere and just ask you the question, and if you don't know the answer to it, you can get in like trouble. And I saw that gangs, the Crips, the Bloods, there's a lot of sets that do that as well, where you're getting a couple of sheets of paper with a bunch of rules and sayings and
rules to everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn your lesson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just for you to understand what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta read it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't read it. They just want to be down because they see how people rolling on the fashion and everything, and it looked like something cool to do at the time. Until like it's really like situations where you're put in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like sacrifice or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now what are you gonna do?
Right.
You wanted to be down, like now it's the time, like, cause I thought I got through a couple years and all that, like, all right, nothing's happening. This is cool, yeah. So it started getting for real. You know what I'm saying? Like in jail, everything, like, yo, it's about to go down. So now I gotta ride now. I'm caught up in the jail system, like, you know what I'm saying? It's either that or it's either kill or be killed for real. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta survive.
So it's like there's a brotherhood. They look out for each other, but it also goes with, let's say one of the dudes is about to get into a fight with another group of people, and you have to be there to have his back no matter what.
No matter what, yeah, you got to protect your bros.
Right.
Then it's like a thing like who's like it's going to be the toughest, like, you know what I'm saying, like on the block or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, everybody's tough, but this is us over here, like don't play with none of us, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's gonna go down, you know what I'm saying, like my boys,
right,
don't play with the gang, you know what I'm saying,
right,
like leave them alone, but
right,
yeah, most of the time, yeah.
So, and you said you didn't have issues with Crips. And that's what a lot of people don't get.
I'm cool with everybody.
Right, right. So it may be if there was an individual situation, but it's not like a blanket statement, all Crips are this or all Latin Kings are that. It's like if there's a certain individual in that group, that's one thing that you have an issue with, but you're not going to have an issue with the whole group. So it's like,
but it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
I'm saying this, it'd be like
really
what?
be like that. Like
what?
Like, I can know this Crip dude, he can know me, you know, we know of each other or whatever, but we can get into a situation and his homies, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, we don't care if you know him, like, we not letting that ride. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now is...
But would there have to be an issue ahead of time, or is it just a Crip blood thing?
You know, it was like back in the days, like, I don't know why it's like, was like that, you know what I'm saying?
Like colors, like
right. Like that joint was like in the 90s,
right?
Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it kind of like
fizzled out.
Yeah, like nobody does that no more. Everybody's either trying to get money or something. You know
it's counterproductive to just see a guy with a different and just go after him without any real reason.
Yeah,
you know,
some of my closest buddies is Crips, like,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, help me down, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and a lot of people don't know that they hear it's Crips versus Bloods, which is what
it started. Bros.
Yeah, in the 70s it was like that, but over generations that has changed.
They all love me. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
They come through. I call them. They all come.
Right.
Like the bros.
Right. So as you continued and I guess I could say you moved up in rank, through the Bloods, right? You were able to eventually start your own set. And that's what this whole thing was about when you had that interview.
Yeah.
So because you
got the prison.
So you were able to, you started your own. So a set is basically
it's a group.
A group under. So you're still Blood, right? But you are. It's a. How do you explain that?
Well, we just still Blood, but it's just I just got my own
clique,
my own part.
Okay.
You the boss, you run that. That's everybody's under that. You deal with them and you make sure they all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's
and you're still,
that's your business.
Right.
And those are your employees or however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you the boss and you have to, you know what I'm saying, control it.
So you basically move up and get enough rank to where there's a point where you can start your own crew.
Right. Be a boss, like
almost. Be your own boss, and then now you're still working with the guys who are in New York or whoever give you that authorization to start your own crew.
Oh yeah, my buddies is always
right. So I guess my point with all that is that it's a lot more organized than people get, and that the philosophy behind it is more of a brotherhood than it is.
No, because you know when people think about it, you know they just always see like the stuff like. What's the gangland stuff and all that and the guns. Yeah, sometimes it's not all like that. When you're not in the streets and all that, and you in prison and all that, you don't have all them guns and all that shit. You don't got that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's your hands or somebody's gonna stab you or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So that's real warrior stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can pull a trigger, kids, anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be up on somebody, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it was like where your heart is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, life and death, like, behind the wall.
Wow. So now once you get your own set, you named it the Red Lions, right? And you then start looking for guys that you can recruit underneath you, basically, right? And you continue on that philosophy of brotherhood and and stuff like that. But you can kind of make it your own now that you're a boss
Yeah.
now.
So now it's like with me. So now when it's my turn, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been through all the roles where I was like young and I felt like I was used and like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been through all that and I know that. I'm not going to do that to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like I just was too young and trying to be down and they ain't really get it at the time. You know, like I thought, but now when I see now, like, man, I would have been like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like trying to build a name and stuff like that or whatever. But I'm not gonna do that to my people. I'm gonna pass something on and try to show them something. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got 10 of my buddies, and every Sunday I tell them like, listen, every Sunday we're gonna come to my house. We're gonna have drinks. We're gonna watch football and all that, and we all gonna put $10 in this pot. Every Sunday, if you can't get $10 a week or something, something's going on wrong. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and we do that for a while and we save up. We got enough money to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like just off of hanging out and just putting $10 away. You know what I'm saying? Like every week. Like we use it for whatever. You rap, okay? Like we got studio money. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. All right. He's locked up. All right. Send him a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure he's good. Your kids need anything? You know what I'm saying? We got money to do something. That's what it's supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Not the violent joints and stuff like that. No, but that's over. Nobody's doing that no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know, like you were saying, those gangland documentaries and stuff like that, they kind of dehumanize the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what gave me the idea to do this, is just try to humanize the whole situation for you and me. You know what I mean? Because it's like people stereotype guys that worked in law enforcement as well. And you know, we're all humans at the end of the day. You know, we have more in common with each other than we don't. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Even though we came from completely different cultures and backgrounds, we still have way more in common. I mean, me and you know, we used to have some real deep conversations in there, and we'd be, you know, laughing.
I used to be like, man, I can't wait till I get out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know I had a little better chance than most guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I had those properties and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, come on, man. Like, I still got that chance. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's be hard to wiggle out. Like, you got to stay straight. Like, if your mind is not built, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired. The streets is over. It will be a cycle still. You know what I'm saying? Like
one small mistake can recycle you all back.
It can happen all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to be straight. Everything just got to be legit.
Right.
Is just do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, good thing is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing good things happen.
So when you're getting out of state prison, you did you said you did?
I did 22 months.
22 months.
Yeah.
Now when you were up there, were there good like programs for job training or anything to help you when you get back out into the street?
Oh no, they had all of that. They had everything.
Did you participate in any?
And all that. See, I already have my custodial maintenance certificate, and they help you. They help you like with like forklift joints and stuff like that. They couldn't do welding because of the COVID. Everything was pretty much shut down, so they only did stuff like that. You can like learn on paper and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like without actually being there to do it and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
Did you do any of those programs and get any?
Yeah, but I only had to do one program. Like when you go upstate, everybody, you have to do programs and stuff like that because you have to show them, like, you know what I'm saying, that you're going to be prepared to go back out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or they won't parole you, or you know, when you're up for
like
parole.
If you in there, like you will have to go like in the board, like it's a table like this, like you got to go in there with parole. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's so crazy because it's almost like you selling yourself to get out like prison. Like it's crazy. Like, do y'all think I'm fit to go out there and live my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like a crazy feeling. Like, yo, if he says no, then I gotta stay in here and still do time. You know what I'm saying? Like when
it's a while too before you'll get in front of the parole board again if they deny you the first time.
You get
right?
a hit. Just depends on what they're giving you a hit for and how much time you can get. You know what I'm saying? And how much time you have left on your back. You know what I'm saying? Like
so you're going
keep doing that shit.
You're going into parole. You have some paper, certificates and any programs that you did and good behavior and stuff like that, and jobs that you might have been working while you were there.
Yeah, like if you got almost like that, like almost like a resume almost, you know what I'm saying? You're coming with everything. Yeah, you're doing everything. They want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I wasn't gonna lie, I was actually like programs and stuff that I did do and stuff like that. Like I took whatever I can learn from it. Like everything might not apply to me, but what did, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of like took with me. So when I did see them and I went back, you know what I'm saying? Like they would see and I would say stuff to them like, I really learned something. Like I ain't just in jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got my GED, everything when I was in there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just wasn't in jail. Like
sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm going to get my GED. If I was in the streets, I probably wouldn't have had it by now, but I got it in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got a couple certificates, forklifts and stuff like that. That's what I'm doing now. That's what I drive now.
Oh, really? Yeah. And you got that certificate while you were in state prison?
Yeah, doing that. They kind of helped me with that. You know what I'm saying? Like before we came home. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they kind of like set you up before you leave.
You took it serious this last time around. And
Yeah.
Right.
See, I was kind of like doing that before, but you know, like after a while, like I started getting mixed up, same crowd. I still thought like I had like enough room for me to go out there and like play because I would be like working and still like dipping and dabbing in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
Like that. And then that's how I wound up making a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like once you start going wrong, like, you know what I'm saying? Like anything can happen now. Like when you was good, you was good. Just stay good.
Yeah. It's tempting.
Yeah. Just stay good and you're going to be good.
Right. That fast money is tempting. And, you know, and you've experienced that for a long time.
Especially from coming from New York.
Exactly.
From up here, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's especially like when you know it's easy.
Right.
To just go out there and just like,
right. Just one time I'll do it.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Like it can always be a phone call. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro.
Right. I'm going to come through and boom.
Just back in the streets.
Right. So now did they, when you're getting out, now you said you went through the parole board and stuff. Do they help you? Well, you already had a place set up. You owned a house, so you didn't need them to help you get set up with any type of housing or anything like that. And now, do they help you with anything at all? Or did you need any help? Or
well, if you do, like you handle all of that before you go. Like they set you up, they give you an ID, like they help you get your Pennsylvania ID.
Oh, okay,
like
that's
not
good.
the jail drink. Like they help you get that. They help you get your social. Like you have to have that stuff. And then I got vaccinated while I was in there, and I got the booster.
Okay.
So they definitely been like giving out the shots and stuff like that. But it's like once it's come in the building, then it's kind of like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like when the COVID came in there, it was crazy. Like that joint shut everything down. It was bad.
Right. Until the vaccine came out.
Yeah. Because we took it. We was like, I don't know if they kind of like used this for like lab rats or what. Like, but we had the vaccine like first. We all thought like jails and stuff was going to get it last. They gave it to us first. Like, yo, let's see like how it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like they in jail. Like something happened. They in jail anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like use them. Like
so, and they basically said, if you don't take it, you're gonna just be locked on the block.
No. They gave everybody a chance. Like if you take it, you're good. Whoever don't take it, y'all all going over here to this block, and it's gonna be like y'all in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't want to take it. Like so
you didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, for real. And then they was paying us to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like I was hearing on the street that they was giving people like $100 to take the vaccine or something like that.
Yeah.
So if they giving everybody $100 and y'all got all these vaccines and they was only giving us $20 or $25 or something like that.
Oh, really?
To take it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
So they was keeping like $75 and shit. Like
right.
They always like doing some scammy shit. Like the money they supposed to get for the inmates and shit, they be taking that shit.
Right. Yeah. And I heard there were people like in New York, they were saying that, there was people that were getting the vaccine multiple times so that they can get that money.
Try to get the money. You know what I'm saying?
It's been crazy. So you did a long time and you were in all through basically Trump's presidency. So what would you say? So you went into what you just say 2017?
No, 2019.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
Like that.
towards the end. All right. So you were in there for a few years. Did you feel like there was like any type of culture shock when you got out? I mean, it was only a couple years, so
No,
not really. You just kind of jumped right back in. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't that long. All right. I thought it was.
Trump was my man, though.
Yeah.
Trump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump had the money flowing.
Right.
Money was flowing through everywhere when Trump was around.
Yeah, it's a lot different now.
Now we got Joe Biden Expressway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they changed it. I said, hold on. When I was coming home, right? My nephews and them came and got me from New York all the way from Phoenix in Montgomery County. Going back, like I said, yeah, Scranton. Yeah, right here. Yeah, Scranton Highway. He said, man, it say Joe Biden, man. I said, Joe Biden, hold on, where we at? We still in Scranton?
Joe Biden Expressway.
He said, yeah, they changed it. I said, what?
It used to be the Scranton Expressway. And next thing I know, I see the sign. Yeah, Joe Biden Expressway. It doesn't even sound right. But
it was confusing. I thought I was somewhere else. I'm like, nah, I don't think we in Scranton, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't know. Like,
yeah, that's a new one. That's a new thing now. Yep. All right. So what goals do you have for the future now? You're working and
I'm trying to get the rest of my house fixed up. Once I start getting everything cool with that, then I could put somebody else back in there. I'm already working. I got to do my daughter's birthday next month. You know what I'm saying? So I got to work. I'm about to pull some overtime, get some extra money and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get my daughter situated for her birthday next month. And I had to do that for a couple years, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 more years, I'm probably going to sell my houses and all that. And I'm probably going down south, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to do.
That's the goal. Right.
Yeah.
Where down south? Do you have any idea yet? Or
it's probably like Atlanta, either South Carolina.
Nice.
That's originally where my family from South Carolina. So.
So do you still have family down there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
The country boy.
So that was all my questions. Now I have a little, it's called the Fast Five, right? I'm going to throw 5 random questions at you. Okay. And yeah, see how fast, if you can answer them as fast as you can. This is the hardest part. All right. You ready? Put a lot of pressure on you. Would you rather have $100,000 today or $1 million in 5 years?
$1 million in 5 years.
Yeah, that's what so you could wait. Smart. Yeah, because I would too.
Because I'm going to be working and all that, so I'm still going to have money and be good. So that $1 million is going to be good.
Right. Good. Yeah, definitely. No impulsive there. If you ordered a steak at a restaurant and it is overcooked, would you send it back or just eat it?
No, I probably would eat it. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not wasting no food.
Yeah, okay.
I probably would just eat it.
Yeah, you're not going to make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, nah, I'm eating that.
Gotcha. All right. If you were given an all expenses paid trip to North Korea, would you take it?
No, I'm not going over there.
Not going there. It's free.
They want to blow us up and shit. Like, I'm not going over there. Like, no, they might, like, he's the one. Yeah. Get him with the dress. We want to keep him over here.
With the dress, yeah. There have been. I don't think we can go over there anymore. But for years, Americans were going there and going on vacation.
No, I don't want to go over there.
No.
I go to somewhere out here where they got like a little Korean side or something and feel like I'm out there.
That's good enough.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right. If you were on an island and you were really, really hungry, would you eat a bug to survive?
No, I really would though.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
There's protein in there.
Yeah, I'm eating those bugs.
I'm surviving.
Like, are you sure you don't want none? I'll be eating them like they raisins or some shit.
Right.
Serious.
Like the raisins. All right. Last question. If you had to pick one, would you rather travel to the past or to the future?
Oh, that's hard. I don't know. That was crazy. Well, I would say I would want to see what's in the future.
Yeah. If you had to pick one.
Oh, yeah, because I want to see how I would be or what's going to happen. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure.
So I would say the future, yeah.
Past already happened.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to there. But sometimes you can see mistakes or whatever happened in your life and try to correct it.
Right.
But the future, it's the unknown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't even happen yet.
Right.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, that was my last question for you, Gus. Man, I really appreciate you coming down here, man.
Yeah.
For those that are listening, thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe. And that's it. Prison Experience.